back. Ring up Jonathan Smith.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Jonathan Smith at DWF Law. I'm sorry I'm unable to take your call at the moment. If you'd like to leave your name and number, I will of course get back in touch with you as soon as I am able. Thank you.
Please leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, key hash at any time.
Yes, hello Mr. Smith. It's Mr. Hussain here once again, leaving yourself another daily message. Today is message number 98. I've left you 97 previous messages from the 18th of October 2023. Today is the 24th of January 2024. No doubt you've got everything you wanted in the court proceedings on the 22nd of January. As of today, I do not know what happened in court. I did not attend. I tried to ring up the courts yesterday. They would not give me any further information. So I must patiently await the outcome, the formal outcome of the injunction order that you've sought and your cost limitations. But yes, it's just indicative that you cannot speak to me yet pursue litigation action and make £5,000 out of somebody who is on benefits, whilst at the same time having my brother kidnapped from my care for the last 169 days now. Also, you could win the case. I mean, you see how things are beneficial to your client's interest. They've not had to do anything. They've simply had to take instructions from Bradford Council, who are paving the way and to ensure that your client's case is successful. But know this, Mr. Smith, that yes, the local authority can instruct your client to act as their proxy agent to target me and my brother. Yes, the local authority can buy off the courts and tribunal services. As I may have mentioned, they have bought off the public guardian last time, Nick Goodwin, in order to pursue both me and my mother and my brother's lasting powers of attorney, which I'm reminding you, Mr. Smith, that both my mother and brother have signed over their authority to me and handed it to your client housing association agents and in a formal letter on the following their visit on the 2nd of April 2014, which is nearly a decade ago. So you can't simply state that because now that the local authority are buying off the public guardian Nick Goodwin at the time, that they can undermine the lasting powers of attorney. This is all to do with the lasting powers of attorney of my mother and brother, which I have cleverly put in place, but on your housing record, on your client's housing record. As a solicitor of your client, you cannot be partaking in fraud, and you are now knowingly partaking in a fraud, because if you look at the client's record, you will see that both my mother and my brother have signed over the authority to me following a clandestine, malevolent and malicious visit by your client housing association's agents, namely Nazneen Zafar and Jonathan Cole, on the 2nd of April 2014. But subsequently, a letter dated the 7th of April 2014 was sent to your client now. So at this moment in time, my brother's been held like this. So just because the local authority can instruct your client, just because the local authority can give instructions of privately commission at the courts, namely Nick Goodwin, who is now the head of the courts and tribunal services, and just because the local authority can buy off and privately commission off the judges, particularly on a quid pro quo basis, making District Judge Wilcox a judge. You know this. I'm telling you that this has been recorded, it's been publicized, so you're not going to get out of this tricky situation by claiming ignorance. I'm explaining to you, as I have done in the letters, that me and my brother are being subjected to clear fraud and deception. You can't simply claim ignorance. I'm explaining to you that my mother and my brother have signed over authority to me in 2014, which has meant the fact that I shouldn't have been even criminally convicted.
Time up in 10 seconds.
Your client has colluded with the local authority to have me criminally convicted, not forwarding the authority letters. So I want to urgently speak to you, Mr. Smith, and your client. This situation is not acceptable.
Message has reached maximum length. Message deposited.
No, messages deposited. Subjecting me to fraud and deception and corruption, and then hoping to get away with it like this. Completely ridiculous.